Am I the asshole for telling my neighbor's wife that he visited my house at 12 p.m.? I, 21F, moved to America when I was 18 for university. A couple of months ago, I moved into a new apartment because the dorms were too crowded and noisy. In my culture, we show a lot of appreciation to our neighbors and are encouraged to be friendly, so naturally, I wanted to introduce myself and baked some cookies. I went to the house next door, where a middle-aged mother of 2 little kids lived. She was the sweetest and very welcoming. The next time I visited was on the weekend and her husband was there. It wasn't a big deal. 2 weeks ago, my doorbell rang around 11:40 p.m. It was her husband. I'll call him Mr. Don, 37M, still in his work clothes. He said he had just come home from overtime, his family was asleep, and there was no food at home. He was tired, saw my lights on, and thought I was awake. He asked if he could have something to eat and mentioned that cooking at home would wake up his kids since they are light sleepers. I was half asleep and didn't want to argue. In my culture, it's considered rude to reject guests at your doorstep, so I reluctantly let him in and heated up some pasta I had made for my own dinner. I put the food in a plastic container so he could take it home. He waited on my couch but looked almost annoyed and jokingly asked, "Oh, takeout?" He took it hesitantly, as if he had been hoping to eat it there. After a couple of seconds, he stood up to leave with the plastic bag. He walked to the door with his hands full, and I followed. Because his hands were full, he couldn't get his keys out of his pocket to open the door. He asked me to take his keys out of his pocket. I was barely awake, so I awkwardly fished the keys out of his coat pocket and opened the door for him. He thanked me and went home. I felt kind of off about the whole situation afterward, but I thought maybe it was more casual and normal in US culture. I was brought up in a conservative town, so maybe I was overthinking the implications. It's probably not a big deal, but after a few days I told his wife about it very lightheartedly, assuming he would have already mentioned it to her. He hadn't. They fought hard that day. So, am I the asshole?